Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live!
You got some energy, boy. You got some juice. I love it.
Fucking
Hell
thank
yeah.
you, Ghost, for all the energy that I have in my 45-year-old body.
Nice.
It's the next generation.
I know. Little shithead. Him and
Little fuckers are back in school.
him and his brother been fighting all day, man.
Oh man, that's how you know they're feeling better, bro. But they've been fighting all day.
So what you gotta do,
shit, man.
what you gotta do is tell whichever one fucking is losing that he's got to practice harder at wrestling now.
Dude, I did, man. So, like they were play fighting, and Eli accidentally punched Sonny in the forehead.
Oh.
So Sonny got mad and then punched Eli in the stomach. And then I was like, man, Sonny, go downstairs. Like it was an accident or whatever. And then Eli's like, my stomach hurts. And I was like, do 5 push-ups. You'll feel better.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then
That's
he did.
the kind of parenting
like-
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was like, do you feel better now? And he was like, no. I was like, well, you're 5 push-ups stronger, man.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man.
Tell you
Shit.
what, man, all summer I had like my nice office chair from my room.
Yeah.
Down here. Took it back to school. Terrible decision. I should have just bought a new one. I'm gonna buy a new one tonight. Like, this
God.
school, terrible, dude. I love that chair. I could lean back and actually be comfortable, man.
I was in denial for so long. My gaming chair was going. So all I have right now is a broken office chair with no back and one like side, fucking like
One armrest?
Yeah. So that's.
Oh no.
You just have to lay it
Yeah,
down.
that fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah. So that's all that's keeping me from Barney Rubble and.
That'll fuck with me. 'Cause, like, that chair that I had, like sometimes it rocks back like a degree too far, and like I'll be like rocking, like I'll be in my classroom, I'll be rocking back up. Oh fuck! I gotta like catch myself, like ah! That feel. It's like you're falling, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've been at work now for a week and a half. Everyone's been back at school, and it is my gosh, man. I need to sleep past 6. Bad.
Yeah.
I did fucking today. Saturday, you know, don't got shit to do. I had a wrestling thing to go to. I didn't have to be here till 9, so I'm like, all right, I'll sleep in. Jackie gets up to go to work at 5, and I just like woke up and just stayed up. You know what I mean? Because I'm like,
That's how
it's my only
But some-
time, you know?
Yeah, but sometimes too, you're like, I need it. I'm gonna try to lay down for a little while, but I hate if I'm gonna lay down for just an hour or two. Fuck it, I might as well stay up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I was reading a bunch of shit on my phone, and I was like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, Nick.
like-
There's something good about a power nap sometimes.
Yeah,
But
like if I can keep it
but-
I did
short.
that today. I did that today.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If I can
Dude,
keep
yeah.
it short
Yeah.
under like 3 hours,
yeah. I
Like,
guess
But
that's
Nick,
two
this is
two and a
funny.
half
This is
hours,
funny.
that's my shit.
To Nick,
Yeah.
short power to me, if I keep it under 30 minutes, if
Oh,
I sleep
fuck that.
longer for 30 minutes,
yeah, man.
wake up and I'm like shook up and don't remember where I am. But like if I can, like seriously, there's some days like it is happening in the summertime. I'm like, man, if I could just sleep for 15 minutes, like it would like reset me and I feel better and good to go. So I did that today. I slept for like 20 minutes and then I came to and I was like, all right, get the fuck up, because then it's like I can be up and like have my shoes on before the kids get up from their nap. That's the hardest
Yeah.
thing. They sleep from the babies do from like 12:30 to 2:30, generally 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And I would just lay around at least like every day during the summer, man. That's been tough getting used to that, because that time hits at work and I'm like, I need to lie down. You know, kids, I just need to lie down for 15 minutes and then rest my eyes, you know.
Man, so
Fucking
are you
man.
a coffee dude at work?
Yeah, same as
Yeah.
at home. I mean, I drink a couple cups every morning, and I'm
Now,
not right
are there
without it.
teachers that like slam cokes?
Oh yeah, dude. Like you'll see them walk in with like a 32-ounce cup of like a styrofoam cup of whatever soda. Like I'm not a soda drinker generally. I'll have one like certain times when we have McDonald's, not like every time, but like it's literally probably like under 4 times a year. And that's not to say like I'm a healthy person. I'm not. I'm
Right.
a fucking degenerate.
Same
But-
here.
I just don't have a sweet tooth for shit like that. I drink beer, soda, or beer, coffee, and water. You know, depending on which time of day it is. And I drink the coffee and beer both to excess. You know, but
yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's teachers do that. I mean, there's a guy that coaches with us in the program. He's at the high school though, and I mean, this dude will drink like 6 Diet Mountain Dews a school day.
Holy
Like,
shit!
Yo, he's cut down now, but back in the day, like I drank a shit ton of soda. I don't even count.
I think I did when I was like a young buck, like Sonny's age. I would always want to drink soda, like just
my
warm
Uncle
soda,
Keith
you know?
has drank nothing but Coke for like since he was a kid.
How old is he?
Damn.
He's in his 60s now.
Yeah.
And yo, dude is still a 12-pack of Coke a day, dude.
No shit, man.
He's a fucking diesel mechanic, and like he's in charge of like the fucking pits for like the state of Massachusetts and shit. Like, not like them, but like they subcontract to like local developers for the salt, you know, pits and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and construction work and shit. So he works for one of those companies, and he's like their head fucking diesel mechanic, and he supervises all their loaders and shit. He is 5'9" and 135 pounds, and one of the strongest people I've ever seen in my life.
135 pounds. So that dude's 4 inches taller than me and 15 pounds lighter than me.
Dude.
So he's a wiry fuck, man.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, sometimes though, people like that, the little people surprise the fuck out.
Dude,
of you.
he like
yeah.
even now in his 60s, he takes his fucking shit off. He looks like Bruce Lee.
I can believe it, man. Cutting. Yeah.
I mean, some dudes are just built like that.
Yeah.
Have that metabolism, like that, like
yeah.
thick skin, you know. And
I used to get so mad because I wanted one of them flat ass stomachs with like the 6-pack and shit. I never could get it. I would just sit up like a motherfucker when I was a kid, man. Never get that shit.
Oh, dude, like when I was a kid, he tried to get me into it. Like he used to do like the crunches and like the side crunches. And
oh yeah, he was ahead of the game, man.
Yeah, man.
I would do that shit, and then it was like, I mean, when I was like in shape and wrestling and doing all that shit, I did. But I think anymore it depends on what time of day it is, how much I've eaten in that day, you know, what the night before was like, and I could usually see a couple of them, you know, at the best about 3.5. You know?
Yeah. Oh, such a struggle.
I'm just undisciplined, dude. I'm
Yeah.
undisciplined, and I'm lucky that I have a fast metabolism. So I need to.
You were so close to that 6-pack. What's up, Scott? How you doing?
What's up, Scott?
Unless it's Scott Moon. That's not
Scott Moon.
That's not the usual
That's
Scott.
my last
What's up,
name.
Scott
Probably-
Moon? How you doing,
Yeah.
brother? Nice to meet you.
That's
Scott Moon.
probably Korean.
Yeah.
That's real.
Oh, dude, like I was watching some shit, and like I wanted to kind of get into that, like the whole WNBA thing.
Yeah.
going
All
on
right.
this week
Yeah.
with,
All right. Good.
What do
Yeah.
you wanna
Let's talk about that.
all
I'm
right.
out of the loop.
So
like, with everything.
there's an argument. Okay, let me just phrase this before we start going wild,
Yes.
Russ.
Yeah. I promise I'll be calm. I won't aggravate it.
Not very Korean, Scott Moon. But oh fuck, what was? Oh yeah, okay. So basically, there's 2 candidates for Rookie of the Year in the WNBA:
Right.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Now, my opinion on it is there's only one candidate for Rookie of the Year.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
you have that opinion, and Cheryl Swoops
Yes.
has the opposite opinion.
Very much so. Yep.
And like Cheryl Swoops has been like an unmitigated Caitlin Clark hater.
Absolutely.
And so like Stephen A on his show this week was talking about it. And he was talking about how because Cheryl Swoops just hates on Caitlin Clark constantly without,
Yeah.
merit, it seems, and without actual, oomph behind it.
Yeah.
That it does a disservice to the people that actually have legitimate complaints about Caitlin Clark and, people that have criticisms that, in the argument of Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese are legitimate.
Well,
like she's hurting those arguments basically.
Yeah, but she kind of hurts a lot of arguments for Angel Reese to be
Scott off, man.
To be considered.
If you comment on the show, we post everything up, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, we like to share the wealth. Yeah. So, like, by her hatred of Caitlin Clark, basically, it's like she's negating a lot of the pro Angel Reese people's arguments for Angel Reese because it's looking like there's a bias toward Caitlin Clark, and she's part of it. But it's like, and I'm not saying if there is or not. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. It kind of looks like there is, but whatever. But she's also a legend in the game, right? I mean, you said she's a legend in basketball. She's got a crazy history. She was a coach, and she got in a lot of trouble for how she treated her players. She ended up getting booted out of coaching. I mean, she's kind of and now she has these opinions, and a lot of people accuse her of being racist. Well, I don't know if it's racist. I think it's more she's one of them old players who's just fucking curmudgeon-y. I think she's curmudgeon-y as shit.
Yeah, she coming across like a hater.
Where it's like it's fair, she treats everybody like shit, but like, I don't know.
Look, see, she doesn't though. Angel Reese is her girl. That's the girl she wants. And of course, because Angel Reese is black and she's black, and Caitlin Clark's white, people are maybe jumping onto the race thing, and I did initially too. But I started thinking about it. When you listen to how she speaks about it, it's like she just sounds like an old like get off my lawn kind of person,
It's like
an old person, just an old geezer, I mean, it sounds like it.
I forget what the bet is, but Portnoy put like I think $1 million on the Fever.
Yeah, it was something. That was today, right? Something.
No,
something
at the
crazy.
beginning of the season.
Oh yeah, for them to win the NBA championship, WNBA championship. I mean,
yeah, it's looking like that could be a thing.
Well, I mean, they're playing good enough, I think, to play with anybody right now. That's what's scary. They might be the one team in the playoffs that some of these other teams.
When is their championship? Like, when does that usually?
I have no idea, but I might actually watch it for the first time since it's been.
I'll watch it. I mean, here it's freaking.
Yeah, you got about another month or so of games for the season.
It's and I'll see this gets on shitty. If I had to choose between WNBA playoffs and like preseason football or like a shitty college game, man, like it. But then, like, I don't know, those things are hardly on at the same time. Like preseason stuff usually during the day.
The fucking Browns Seahawks game is about to go on in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
tonight?
Yes.
Oh, dude, play it live.
But I mean, I'll tell you what though, when you have like people who are like, oh, I have played the game already, and then they had a nice career, really good career, and they retired, and you listen to them like just annihilate like a current player who's really good or whatever. I mean, all you can think of is, boy, you're just pissed because you're not because maybe you wish you had the beginning of your career that this person's having. Maybe it took you a lot more to get to have your career, and you're thinking this person's getting it. It's coming too easy for them, and you want to bitch about it. I'm not sure, but I know. I used to get mad at what's his name, Chad Ochocinco, right? Mm-hmm. I used to get aggravated with him sometimes. He would always just want to see have these
podcast.
Yeah, he does. He's got one with Shannon Sharp too, right? He does, and he used to really be hard on receivers sometimes coming in the league, and I'm like, dude, some of these guys are they're gonna be, if they're not studs already, they're gonna be studs, and I'm like, this dude needs to shut the fuck up. You sound like an idiot, you know. It was just his takes were bad, you know.
Yeah, like it's like Skip Bayless with LeBron James.
Yes.
Because Skip Bayless just hates on LeBron no matter what. No matter what inconceivably fucking obtuse angle you can find, Skip Bayless is there holding the fucking torch to hate on LeBron James.
Yeah.
And that makes other people that like have legitimate gripes about the man's game and his place in history sound fucking crazy because of Skip Bayless and his bullshit.
Yeah. You almost know. You almost are like, oh, come on, you're just a hater like Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
And then people just chalk off your.
Dismissive.
Dismissive. It's like dismissive of your opinion because they think your opinion is just the same as Skip Bayless is.
Like parroting that, you know.
Yeah, it's crap, man. But look, let me explain. I'll be honest with you guys. She is right now. Vegas odds have her number 2, Caitlin Clark. I'm talking about, okay, to win. Get this, the MVP. Now, if she's number 2 to win the MVP, you got to be kidding me if you're telling me she's not automatic for Rookie of the Year. Because the only one in front of her, according to Vegas, for MVP, and I put a lot of stock in Vegas. You know why?
Yeah.
They make a lot of money. They're usually right. They really are.
Is it Kennedy Carter? Or?
No, it's Asia Wilson.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Asia Wilson, and to me, Asia Wilson should be the MVP. She's a monster player, dude. That woman is incredible.
Like, I will admit, I did watch a little bit of a Fever game, and what's that chick? That's her running mate, Boston.
Aaliyah Boston's the big center. Yeah,
I like her.
Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell's another good one that she plays with her. Kelsey Mitchell will be stroking the points just like Caitlin Clark does. But that long ball, boy, she's tearing it up, man.
If you were gambling on WNBA games, you might have a problem. Definitely, brother. Fucking Portnoy's a fucking degenerate gambler.
I mean, it's
him and Dana White are like, you know. I mean, it's like back in the day, it would have been like Sinatra.
Yeah.
Sports betting is just so easy now, and it's like
I know.
So accessible to everybody. I mean, when you can just do it from your phone.
Yeah, that's what's kind of crazy.
It's like guys like that with just like a shit ton of capital, or
yeah, it's too easy now.
I stopped betting on games back when I lived in Pennsylvania. It was before Cal was born. I'm an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
Because I can't get UMass football games anywhere. But
they're blacked out in the stadium.
Yeah.
Damn.
They cover the seats with tarps with the people in them. But so we were there, and there was one year Ohio State was just killer. And Penn State was like kind of scrappy, but there was no way they should have won that game. And I bet on Ohio State that year, and fucking lost. I was like, all right, that's it. Nope. Fuck that. Now fights I might bet on. Like,
yeah, I used to bet on
if I get back into UFC.
Yeah, that's a thing too, because I think like I'm not against sports, but I've just never done it, right? Like I've never had any luck, so I've never had like a reason to do. But if it was, I mean, something that I was knowledgeable in, like I mean, just like college wrestling, I can bet on that.
Yeah,
all right,
probably do, and you can, right? Like,
yeah,
dude, you can bet on damn anything for real. I mean, they don't fuck around. They don't hold back. They'll say they let you on anything.
Then the number of prop bets that are crazy.
Yeah, that's true too. And plus, you can bet on a game throughout the game.
Yeah.
You could bet all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
But it was
Man.
fun for a while, but then I stopped doing it because it was like I found like I felt like I wasn't like it wasn't worth the juice wasn't worth the squeeze for me. I don't know. I wouldn't win because I was betting
Yeah.
on shit that was
Yeah.
so you wouldn't hardly win nothing, so
Yeah, like betting on the UFC back in the day, like
Right.
you couldn't win anything
yeah, it's
because
just
nobody was doing it.
right. And then also
So
sometimes
the bookies would keep the odds in place where
exactly.
there was no way they were gonna have to pay out anything.
Yup.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just like you're like, oh
Now,
man.
now that's more so out of like the bookie's hands anymore. Like,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's. Okay, cool. This is a good question. What was your worst loss on a bet, Russ?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Probably.
Good question, Scott.
It is a good. Probably a football. It was a football game. It was Eagles. It was in pro. I think it was like an Eagles Bears game. I put money on it. And I thought I was so sure Philly was gonna win. I put and I mean back then it was a lot of money for me, but I put $500 on the game.
Yeah, that's what I lost too.
And I lost 500. And back in those days, that was a lot of fucking money for me. And I was like, I had to go out and like work some extra shifts and shit like that around to make up for that money I lost to pay bills. So I fucked up real bad. It was bad, man.
Jumping jacks seemed pretty bad.
Definitely.
But yeah, I lost 500 on that. What do you call it? Ohio State Penn State game.
Oh.
But my biggest win was 1,500, and I was only a teenager.
oh my god,
that's
you
pretty
probably
good.
felt like a fucking million. I'm sure this was in the, early 90s. Like,
Early 90s.
Yeah.
You were living like a king for a few
Cleveland
days.
Browns.
Yeah, you're Browns, boy.
Damn.
They played Dallas late in this on the last game of the season one year.
Oh wow.
It was a Dallas Super Bowl year, so what the fuck do you think Dallas did in a Cleveland Browns game?
Chill the fuck out, resting boy.
Rested every motherfucking body.
Pull them
Fucking
players
stupid
out.
idiots at the CBT. Oh, Dallas is gonna kill him. Dallas is gonna kill him. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll take 50 on you, 50 on you, 50 on you.
Yeah. See.
That is the only time I made money betting.
That's not bad. I mean, I think the most I ever won was maybe $100 on a bet. I was about to tell you, I would bet on stuff that had shitty odds, so I just wouldn't win anything hardly. I would win a bet. It was, I remember one time I bet $100, and I won like $120 back.
See, and the thing was like a lot of the dudes there were like Cowboys and Bulls fans,
Yeah.
And the thing was like I think that year because they asked on ESPN, "Are you going to sit your players?" And whoever the coach was, probably Jerry, was like, "We play the game to win the game." Yeah.
It's it's funny. No one's gonna when reporters ask dumb shit like that. It makes me laugh. They're not gonna tell you that. Yeah. Why would they tell you that?
No,
this is dumb.
It's a good way to get fined.
Yeah, really, it's idiotic, man. Yeah, that's the other thing. You're basically putting out. Yeah, we're gonna throw this football game. The NFL might go, no, the fuck you're not.
Yeah.
You better get it out.
We will be removing your head coach.
They may have a problem with that.
Here comes Goodell to coach your fucking team for the game.
God. Oh my god, what a nightmare. That dude. They were talking on one of the ESPN shows. Everyone was saying that which commissioner and for which sports, which sports league, all the sports leagues has had the best, has had the best showing over the last couple of years. All these motherfuckers talking about how good Goodell is, and I'm like,
what?
Okay.
Goodell?
Yeah,
Goodell?
but then it's
I
like
said, you know,
Adam
else?
Silver, I would say.
I would think.
Adam
The reason why I
Silver.
say Adam Silver is because he's got so much. That dude's got so much to put up with. People forget, man. He's got the NBA. He's trying to still grow that, keep that growing. Plus, he's got the WNBA he's got to deal with. They're constantly a league that loses money constantly. They've recently just gotten new. And the NBA is signing new deals with for media deals, right? And they just got the WNBA new media deals, and it's going to be huge for them.
Yeah,
We're talking about like $2.2 billion over like 10 years. It's going to be an incredible deal. It's going to be way more than they're getting now. The players start making some money, and the league hopefully will start making money without the NBA having to subsidize it. And I feel so bad for them.
They're getting there. Like
they're getting there.
The whole Caitlin Clark thing with them has piqued my interest at least.
Well, she's been part of the help.
Yeah.
Again,
it can only be good to get more eyes on the product.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's my whole kind of thing. I guess I'm a passive observer and a non-passionate observer with all this shit. But I mean, my wife's talking about it. She's talking about She loves Kate Clark. She's talking about the WNBA. And it's like that wasn't the case 2 years ago. And and I know she's one person, but I'm sure that's not just her, right? I think that's a lot of people.
No, it's not. Honestly, it was hard to watch, Sam, for a lot of people. I mean,
it's a different product.
It is.
Scott says nobody is going to watch the WNBA. I mean,
well, that's not true. They are.
Nobody's going to watch it in NBA numbers.
No, I don't. No, hold on.
They are going up.
Caitlin Clark's been pulling in more for her games than they pull in NBA games. She's been beating NBA games. I mean,
preseason NBA games because she hasn't been going up against.
I'm not saying she's beating them head to head. I'm talking about just what she's getting for ratings matching. She has to play. Come on, if you can put a WNBA game against an NBA game, especially
and that's a tough thing because it's like if they're depending on who's playing, your attention.
That's true.
That's true too. It's going to be divided, like scattered between fan base, right? But
that's a good point.
Like if people are watching the WNBA, they're not like necessarily watching their local team.
No, they're watching. A lot of fans are watching her.
They're watching her.
Yeah.
So I think like she's getting like in maybe a different share. Like maybe the numbers the same. Let's just say simple round numbers. 100 people are watching the Pistons and the Bulls, and then 100 people are watching her versus whoever she's playing, right?
Yeah,
fucking Sparks or whatever.
Yeah,
and that's not like necessarily like a fair share of like it's a smaller share of the NBA fans versus the WNBA people.
All of the highest rated shit for last year was her, except for Duke versus NC State.
Well, but I would tell you though, I mean, it's kind of not fair because
okay, well, so
I don't know.
1, 2,
she had
4 of the top 10 watched games of basketball last year were Caitlin Clark games.
Yeah, she's huge. I mean, she definitely has a draw, but then that's the thing though. Right now, she's the WNBA's like. I'm not gonna say she's the only draw, but she's the main draw, right? Yeah. Like. So it's hard to say that the WNBA pulls in great ratings when really it's her that pulls in great ratings, not the WNBA. Like I would like this. Like she's gonna draw like anywhere from 1 million to 2.5 million fans for games. Where to watch her games where you got like other WNBA games like the Aces and the Minnesota Lynx.
You gotta think nobody's watching that.
They'll be lucky if they pull in like maybe 500,000.
They're in.
I mean,
like it's
hard.
Really, it's really interesting because not only because of the two different personalities of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, you know, as like analogs, kind of like to Larry and Magic Johnson. Just you have your analogs there. I'm not saying it's a direct fucking translation or anything.
I see what you're saying.
But then you're also looking at the ratings for the WNBA games.
Yeah.
And in the 80s, man, the fucking NBA Finals. I think in 1980 was fucking preempted,
which is kind of crazy.
Like, yeah. So, like, that's what I'm saying is like you have these lower tier teams that are not pulling shit in,
right?
But everybody's watching the fucking higher tiered players.
Yeah,
It seems like. If they can fucking put it together, will be a fucking recipe for success.
Sure. And
these things start with one player. I think maybe hopefully like they can have someone else and then you have to look now, like not in the WNBA but in the NCAA to see who's the next one. Who's the next one kind of bubbling up and that's going to kind of fill in that role, because if it's just her and she's done, then we're just all looking at her in the WNBA and the process never repeats itself, then
eventually. Yeah, I know they want badly for her and Angel Reese to be a big rivalry, and I would like, believe it or not, I would like it too, because it would be good for the game, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's all I meant by saying like Magic and Bird is like two high profile players, not necessarily the best in the league, because there is arguments there, that
sure, but for the time they were what the league needed at the time,
and that seems to be what's going on with the WNBA.
And but okay, the issue though I have with comparing Clark to Caitlin Clark and
what says, hopefully the WNBA will hopefully get smart and utilize the fan power of these young ladies coming out of college.
Right, and that's true. You've got Paige Beckers coming out soon. You've got Flau'jae Johnson coming out soon. You've got what's her name, Juju Watkins. I mean, you got a lot of these young ladies that are going to be bringing in built-in fan bases with them.
Yeah,
and if the WNBA is smart,
that's what you want, man. That's what you want.
Yeah, and if they're smart, they bring that with them.
Let's go ahead and move it on to the men's league for a minute. Fuck Steve Kerr.
Okay, what's up with that, dude? What happened there?
I have been argued to death from like 55 different angles. Everybody telling me that Tatum played just the right amount of time.
Yeah, he kind of made it sound like he just forgot that he was on the team. I mean, like,
yeah,
like, oh,
and it's like he had a DNP, man.
Look, all I want to say is this: it is hard when you have a lot of players on. But I'm going to tell you now, never should any of those guys not touch the floor in a game. I'm sorry, none of those guys. I would agree with that.
It was it's disrespectful.
It was wrong.
No way that fucking Steve Kerr forgot that he didn't fucking touch the floor. There's no fucking way. He's an NBA coach. That shit doesn't happen.
Yeah, and especially that he's too good of a player to forget about him. He just is. I can't believe you forgot about him. It always sounds to me like Kerr just liked what he had in.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Nick. Maybe there is something. Kerr's human. He's a human guy. Maybe there are players he likes more than others. I mean, that's a possibility. I mean,
so
it's.
Like I was joking around, but I said thank you USA Basketball for cementing the Celtics as a fucking dynasty for the next 5 years. Because not only did they fucking DNP Jason Tatum, But the fucking NBA Finals MVP was not on the fucking Olympic squad.
That's see, to me that goes right up there to me with how the women's team omitted Caitlin Clark, and I feel like what Caitlin Clark's only the most prolific scorer in college basketball history. She holds the record. Nobody scored more points than she has, men or women. Well, then you got a guy who played was the MVP for the championship.
Like the lineup.
Yeah,
But like the thing is like I'm not trying to flex, but I am. They couldn't have the entire fucking Celtics team on the fucking.
Well, no, they can't
on the fucking Olympic
of course
squad
not.
because
Of course not.
yeah, we were represented well, but still not well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You gotta look.
It's a good team right now. It's a good team right now.
It is a good team, but let's be real. The Olympics is also not. People gotta remember, and they'll try to say, well, we're putting together the best team we can. No, you're really not. No. Here's what you're doing: you're putting together a good team, but you're also putting together an entertaining team. You want a team that's going to go over there and have a lot of flash, have a lot of popularity, have a lot of. I mean, that's what it is, man.
I can tell you exactly how this fucking Olympic team was put together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You look at the league and you say, okay, shit, fuck. All right, no matter how diminished they are in skill, no matter what's going on, there are three and I'm not saying that they're supposedly diminished in skill, except for one of them maybe, or two of them actually. But you have to have Curry, Durant, and LeBron.
Sure, you do. And why though? Well,
not a problem. Okay, because one of them is a top 10 player of all time.
Of all time, yep.
The other is a top 10 shooter of all time.
Sure.
And Curry may be the best shooter and the best point guard we've ever seen.
In the history of the game, brother. In the history of the game, he might be.
They used to.
Completely agree.
So there, you have to have that.
Sure. And also for the entertainment factor.
Then
they're big names too, because of what they've done, right?
The biggest names in basketball.
Yep. I agree.
Then you got to look, okay, where are we going to have problems filling out, and where are we going to have problems in matchups? Big men.
Mm-hmm.
So we stole Embiid, right?
Yeah.
And just we're like, fuck all of you. We're gonna play Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get Bam Adebayo. So the rest of the team you fill with dogs.
Yeah. There's lots of
that's what the Celtics players were, man, because Jrue Holiday and Derek White did exactly for the Olympic team what they did for the Boston Celtics. And that set up the game through defense and pace.
Yeah, Jrue Holiday came out of that just impressing the shit out of me, man. But I think it's like the problem where like you're not going to have questions about the process of it is because we won fucking double gold men's and women's.
Yeah, that's exactly why. It's hard to argue with the result.
Why are we going to do things differently?
Yeah, but look at how we got there this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
look at the Serbia game.
Yeah, and it's like...
Yeah.
Look at the last game.
See, other motherfuckers are trying to say, well, maybe the world is catching up. And I'll be honest with you, I don't believe that. Well, here's what I think. It's just you had some guys that were getting had a game where they got winded. They got a little winded, maybe some of them.
I disagree with that because is LeBron James going to be in the next Olympics?
I hope not.
I doubt it.
4 years is a long time, dude. I mean, when you're that
Kevin
old.
Durant going to be in the next Olympics?
I would hope not.
Is Steph Curry going to be in the next Olympics?
Again, I don't believe he will be. I mean, Curry wouldn't be in his 40s, right? In 4 more years, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're talking about all these guys before. And I'm not saying you can't play into your 40s as a basketball player, but
here's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Serbia's coming.
Yeah, I know, but I think
France.
Yeah,
on
but
an international stage.
France is
coming.
good. France has
These
had
guys are
good
they're
teams.
keeping their guys, which is good.
Mhm.
China.
China.
Yeah,
They're playing the best band of basketball.
I see what you're saying.
The greatest game.
They
But
don't. They don't see well in Wuhan. The Wuhan team is not doing well.
I also think though there's a lot of he's so fucking crazy, dude.
It's tough too, just because it's a team sport. So it's like there's just that selection process. It's not necessarily results based. I mean, it's like so many other things. Like anything that's track in the Olympics, it's okay. Pick the person who ran the fastest in the thing. It's so simple,
right.
So there has to be that subjectivity to it. So,
and okay, now for a positive thing coming out of the Olympics, I think my favorite story coming out of the Olympics is Ant-Man for basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, because like he was fucking giving it to them old boys, and he was saying, "Yo, I'm coming." Ooh, this is a good question here. Hi, GZD-R4EV. Sorry, I'm fucking high, so I'm not gonna be able to decipher that.
This is a good question because
Do you have an issue with guys like Jokic playing for Serbia after being in the NBA for 9 seasons? Wemby said the next Olympics he will play for Team USA despite being from France.
Man, this is this happens a shit ton in I know track, like international transfers are a big thing. In wrestling it is too. So like the guy who won Worlds, and this wasn't the Olympics, but like he's an American kid, grew up in America, wrestled at Michigan, you know, and won Worlds in 2023, wrestles for Serbia. Because it's like it's where his lineage, and then another guy. There's like all these guys that go to Michigan for some reason. Do this. Another guy wrestles for San Marino, which is like a fucking city state basically, but he's an Olympic bronze medalist in 2021, and it's like our like trials process for that is just so difficult, and there's just so many good people in there. So I think like it's a route to just be like, well, let me get in the field, right? Like let me just get in the Olympic bracket, and it is a kind of strange thing. Like do you see like
I think this is the inverse of that.
Yeah.
Because it's like people want, like from other countries wanting to play for the USA team because they are in the NBA and those are their peers, and the European League players are no longer their peers.
I also think too though you'll have like some guys that play in the in the NBA. They go to play for our national team, and it's like it's one or two maybe but one or two NBA guys maybe if you're lucky, and then the rest of the team is filled out by a bunch of guys that are gonna just not up to that skill level. You know what I mean? It's like
but they're playing professional basketball in other leagues.
I know they are, but I'm sorry, professional basketball overseas is not as good as the NBA. It's not. It's just not. We are the best. We have the best basketball league in the world in our country. Both of them, actually.
Yeah.
I think the WNBA. The only problem with WNBA is they don't pay nobody, so they go overseas to play in these other leagues that are vastly inferior to them.
Like,
you know,
like to that point, like there's gonna be and this is gonna piss Nick off. There's gonna be no other country that has a Jason Tatum that sits for a whole game.
No, no way, no chance.
They can't afford to do it.
It's true though, but it's no chance. And no chance that happens where a guy of that caliber would be able to even sit again and the team still win. Fuck no, man. It just doesn't happen. And I know the rest of the world has got some decent players. I'm not trying to shit on them, but compared to the NBA and the NBA's US team, especially your Olympic team, it's like I don't know, man. It's like comparing like almost like high school kids to like a high level college team, man. You're not gonna be able to beat them. Come on, you know.
And people forget, like from what was it, like 80 to 9? Well, no, it was in the 70s. The 70s to 92 was the 92 was the first time we allowed NBA players back in the Olympics.
Exactly. Yeah, well, yeah, because
We were
but
getting those golds and silvers and bronzes
Yeah.
with college players
College
against
players.
their professional players.
Absolutely, and that's no slight on them either. We have
But
the elite talent at our collegiate levels too. We just do, you know.
but we couldn't do that now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know, Nick. I'll tell you, we think about it. We have some really good college players. There's a lot of college players that they're not going to go into the NBA, but they're really good basketball players. They're not at the NBA. I would argue that the NBA level is so high that we got players here not make it to the NBA,
We
but
would
are
not
good enough
have
to play
won the gold
overseas.
this year if we didn't have NBA players in.
No, yeah, that's.
Well, I
and
mean,
it's-
I could see, you could say
that's
that. Yeah, I mean,
a sports kind of specific metric because I mean, I think track and just to name a few like track, swimming, wrestling, like those people, like a lot of those guys are like just straight from the NCAA.
Yeah.
They go and medal and everything.
yeah,
But I think
especially in swimming too. Swimming is big
yeah.
time.
like basketball is so much different though.
But I still think I'm not saying they would win the gold medal, but if you did a full on college basketball team for an Olympic team,
It'd be
I don't know if
competitive.
I think they'd be competitive as shit. And I don't know that they'd win. I tell you what, they might not win the gold. I'd be shocked if they didn't medal though. In some one of the two, I would be shocked. I think they can. I think our collegiate players are good enough to. I still think take on other world's pros. I think they can handle. I think they can, especially since they don't know any better.
They just have to be beaten by 3 teams.
Yeah, you know, that's true. But I don't know that you could say for certain 3 teams could beat them. I don't think you can say that for certain. I mean, you know, I'm not saying it couldn't happen. It probably could happen, and maybe I'm disrespecting the rest of the world's pro players a little bit. I might be, but I'm telling you, I just don't think our basketball is an American thing, dude. We will always we're always going to dominate it. I'm sorry, it just is. I can't help
baseball.
it.
Yeah. So
well, I think we dominate baseball too. Who's better than us in baseball and around the world? I mean, I know you can see what the Japanese,
South Koreans are good.
They have decent pitchers.
Dominicans, man. Yeah.
Dominicans are really good hitters.
Cubans.
You know,
Cubans
but
are good, yeah.
you know, but I don't. But you're going to get a whole. Are there enough Cubans to form an all-star Cuban team that could come over here and beat? If we put together an all-star American team, either there's no they can get enough to come over and beat us.
Well, I don't know about the Cubans, but the Dominicans, yes.
Yeah,
Dominican is tough for me because
that seems to be the major
country,
pipeline of talent in baseball at this time.
they have talent that's like hiding, dude.
And don't sleep on Puerto Rico either.
I guess,
loves baseball, man.
Yeah, I know, and they produce some good players too. They do. I mean, okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong about it because that's true.
But
baseball
you've got to think, okay? Like, baseball is probably the least popular it's been ever.
Well, for America, yeah.
I mean, there was a Cardinals game this past week. I think there was like 22,000 people there. Like,
yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, that's never the case here. Like, whether they're good or bad, that stadium, generally.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it definitely. I mean, part of it has to do with a 162 game schedule and.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dreadful,
dude. That's part of it, but like, yeah, I would say in popularity for.
Yeah, and it's hard to get sellouts for 81
NBA
games.
Is more popular than Major League Baseball now.
You think what is more popular?
The NBA.
Oh God, yeah. I would think it is. Oh yeah. I would definitely think it is.
Even in especially in a world presence too.
Well,
like they don't have baseball in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, but if they did, it'd be all NCAA guys.
Yeah, but I heard there's a push to try to bring that back the Olympics.
Yeah, I think in the next Olympics, and then they can not have fucking break dancing for God's sake.
Oh my god, I love that chick's name was Ray Gun.
That's fucking crazy, dude. I thought it was nuts.
That's embarrassing, man.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I kind of liked watching it. It's just I was just weird. That's what it was. A spectacle. I would have rather had that for entertainment than actually competing. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather would them had like a breakdancing show for like an Olympics opening show or closing, whatever, than having like them actually competing in breakdancing. I don't even understand how you compete in breakdancing. I don't even get it.
It's like ice skating, dude. They like rate you.
I guess so. But in ice skating, there's actually some real skill.
That's how I've said that like professional wrestling could be an Olympic sport.
You could rate them on how good the match was, how clean it was, and how compelling it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I think you can because the pro wrestling matches are not just a physical event, not just a physical spectacle. And you got to make the physicality has to tell something, has to tell a story. It has to make sense, and it's, I definitely agree with you on that. I think it's that'd be cool actually. I would be blown away by that. But I just didn't get the breakdancing thing, but and I heard these people telling the same thing. They're like, well, how do you judge gymnastics? How do you judge? Dope. And I'm like, well, you judge gymnastics because there's a lot of technical things, and I don't know what the technical things in breakdancing are. I just don't know what they are. I'm not sure.
Our new Scott said Korean baseball has cheerleaders and lets you bring your own beer and food to the stadium.
Oh my god, dude! I'm moving to Korea. He would know that too.
I'm banging. I'm banging that.
We accused you of being Korean, and now you have Korean facts.
Yeah, that's so. Dude, that is so cool, man.
Just look at the last name.
Oh man.
He's like here in Seoul. It's a weird point about the breaking thing. It's like there's just so much that you have to communicate about the sport and then justify why it's in the Olympics, man. And like I've seen some like just like random videos on the internet of like people doing breakdancing type shit that's like super fucking impressive. And I'm like, wow, that's like looks impossible.
We know Anna is us being vaguely racist. I'm sorry.
Basing off the last name.
Of course. Look, it is. It's of course it looks cool to us. We probably couldn't do that shit, So it looks so wow. It's like when you see somebody just do a standing backflip. To me, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I can't do a I can do a standing backflip, but if I tried that, I'd hurt myself badly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, man! I'm trying to think. Like there is some stupid shit like that like always impresses me.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever
something for me like that would be like one of these motherfucking nerds that like does a Rubik's cube and
that's another thing. Okay, that's incredible. Isn't it?
Dispensary
in the Olympics.
At the dispensary, there is a dude that will solve a Rubik's cube in 30 seconds.
That's
amazing, dude. That's amazing. There's got to be some kind of like cheat code to that. There's got to be, dude.
There was like a whole article about it recently. Like there's like a Rubik's cube is only ever 37 moves from being solved.
See, that's what I mean. There's got to be some kind of like order or some kind of pattern that you do and to get there.
Formula to it, I'm sure. Like
it has to be.
Figure out, okay, I got 37 moves or I got 42 moves, right? Like or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I mean,
I 37 less.
That's fucking crazy, man. I used to. I remember my mom bought me that fucking thing when I was a kid for Christmas.
I just took
cheated.
The fucking stickers off.
That's what I did. I cheated and took the stickers off.
Oh, fuck are you giving me a puzzle?
My mom's like,
what do I want? Why are you giving me a gift that's gonna fucking frustrate me?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It made me so mad, dude. I got so flustered. And my mother's like,
"You're already disappointed in me. Why are you making another opportunity for that?"
Right,
Thanks,
right.
Ma.
Yeah, just want
one more thing to throw through the drive.
More disappointment on me, huh?
Thanks. This is another couple years of therapy, bitch.
Yeah, seriously. And she got on my ass about taking them stickers off and shit. You know what I told her? I said, that's critical thinking. I'm smart.
Mm-hmm.
She looked at me and she said, no.
Yeah, you should have said, Mom, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Damn right. I agree with
Work
that.
smarter, not harder, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shit. Came up with another solution for it. There you go. Oh man, she bought me she bought me one that was like a fucking triangle too. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why are you buying these things for me? It's weird, man.
She just wanted to watch you sit there and struggle, and then it's just like,
I think so.
She's like, look at this. Look at this.
Absolutely.
And then like the other thing was like parents that would buy you those cheap ass jigsaw puzzles that were always missing pieces.
Yeah. Always.
Dude, we tried to do one. We did like this big like Lego minifigure puzzle. So like all these minifigures on it, and like the day we busted out of the box, fucking River like just ate 2 of the pieces of them.
Oh shit!
We were trying to finish it, and just, like, had to put it away unfinished. Like we were just. He's a terror.
That's fucking incredible.
Pants Jackie the other day,
what?
He pants Jackie the other day. He's so bad. He's walking up, he's like this, and then we were. Want to get dinner, and I'm just driving through. I'm like, I'll take the babies with me, and in and out of the doorway with him, waiting for Billy. And we have like one of those Ring cameras that's like mounted on the thing, and like this motherfucker, he just grabs it and just goes, bam, just like rips it off, like all the tabs, like tab it in, like he fucking broke them all, man. Like, he's a monster, dude.
Cal was
the oh my god,
Cal fucking just. Fucking god of destruction walker. Fucking ripped all the doors off the fucking hinges. Fucking broken fucking door handles because he just fucking like Sasquatch retard shrinks them and fucking dude. I was looking at him today because he had pissed me off a little bit while he was cleaning the floor.
Oh shit!
And it's just like, and he was bent over, and it was like, holy fuck, he is a whole orangutan.
Yeah, boy, big man. See, I find it bigger kids that are like bigger, and then little kids too, especially little kids. They're growing fast enough that they can be a little clumsy sometimes, and be a little and not know their own strength because like, it's all new to them. Yeah, and it's just coming to them. So yeah,
kids have been like small and like just like his babies, like this dude. So my daughter's 2.5. She weighs like probably 28 pounds, and River's 1, and he weighs like 27 pounds.
Yeah,
fat and like big, and like it's like he's in like the fucking 90th percentile for height and 95th for weight.
Right. He's probably gonna
like my wife. But dude, like my wife and I, like we're both 5'4". Like I'm like 150 pounds. Like never, like I don't know where this kid's getting it from, dude. But he's gonna be a head taller than me by the time he's
dude. It might be in his genetics, man. He's just gonna be a big boy. He'll be like, he'll be looking down. He's gonna like, hey dad, let me pick you up here. Let me help you grow.
Yeah, I am going to put a picture in the chat so that I can show it to you guys. It is this hoss. Cal is, I don't know, like I'm a decently sized guy, but I'm only 5'10".
Right.
Like, on a good day now, especially since, my back and neck problems. Kate is 6'1".
Yeah, Kate's tall.
Yeah.
Kate's what do you call it? Cousin, I was telling another friend is 6'8" and like 380.
Holy shit! This is a dude.
Yeah, he's a dude. Yeah, he's a dude. He's 6'8" and 380, and he's like some kind of federal cop for Amtrak. I think Russ got froze, but he's some kind of
butt crack.
Yeah. fucking fist does look like a triple ass crack. There we go.
There we go. Got it. All
But
right.
like he's like super cop. That dude is fucking serious business. he does like federal training for like different federal agencies and shit. And her other cousin is 6'6" and like 350, and he's like a software engineer. So there's
okay, so she's
gigantic
genetically
size over there.
right. She's got the genetics, and see, in Anna's family, the women are typically short but broad. Like they're short German women, a lot of them, right?
Okay.
And so that's her dad's side of the family, and her mom's side of the family, they got a lot of Irish in them, but they're short Irish women. You know? So my daughter, God bless her, she didn't stand a chance. She just Anna is because they're one of the tallest women in her family.
So
he literally has like your exact face.
yeah.
Look at that. Oh my God. I haven't seen him in a while. So
and that's top dollar. That's AJ Francis.
Wow.
And Cal is just as wide as he is.
Yeah, man. Look at his height too. He's up there.
He's 6'3",
man.
Yeah, man. That's fucking cool, dude. He's looking good,
Anna
man.
is correcting you. She says, no, my dad's side is taller woman.
Are you sure? Because most of the women are really short on
my mom's
to me.
side is short.
I don't know. I think her aunts are short to me, but whatever. I don't think so. I think she's maybe they're tall for women. I guess I don't know. They look short to me. They all shorties. My family don't have no.
How tall is Anna?
Anna's like 5'10".
Yeah, that's what
I think 5'9", 5'10". She's up there. She's Anna's tall for a woman. She's pretty tall.
Yeah.
I mean, my sister is pretty fucking tall. My younger sister, she's up there, man. But that's because she had
I'm one of the shorter, like going through like my just like all my family that I know. I'm one of the shorter dudes in my family. My father Larry was 6'6".
Holy shit, man.
Yeah,
damn.
He's now about. Oh, Anna says she is 5'9", sir.
Whatever. Don't correct me because I'm a fucking part of an inch off. Get out of here. Fuck out of here, man.
He's 6'6". My Uncle Wilmer was about like 6'3", 6'4". My Uncle Julian was like 6'6". Like, yeah. My grandfather was a little shorter than me. He was probably about like 5'9", 5'10", and my Uncle Keith is probably like 5'8", 5'9", I think. So like we're all like kind of there, and then like my uncles and my dad are all the tall ones. Like the joke used to be like everybody would fuck with my grandfather and ask him, "Hey, was Howard in town when Larry was conceived?" He loved that.
Sure. I think I'm one of the taller people in my family, and I'm only I'm like 6 foot on a good day.
My mom is like 5'9". Her father was like 6'3". Her brother's like 6'4". So I do have a lot of height. It's just fucking skipped a generation.
Yeah. And I don't know where my son got it from. He's fucking tall as shit. I don't know where he got it. I just don't have anybody in my family that's tall. And I don't think Anna really has too many people in her family.
Water advisory. Now it is a do not drink, do not use.
They must have figured out what it is then. Maybe they know for sure what it is. That's good.
Yeah.
That's more often.
Poor Russ is fucking been showering at other people's houses.
Dude, man.
Having to do laundry at other places.
Yeah. I'm like, that's crazy. I gotta fucking, I gotta fucking do what I gotta do.
Did you guys get into this week, if anything?
Oh my gosh, man!
Yeah, I got into another. You go first. I gotta go first.
The Acolyte show, it did not get renewed, and I in one of the groups, and this is I saw this on like a satire like news thing. and I thought it was fake because just the way that the headline was written. But I just found it. But it's sorry. Here's a headline. It's from Collider, right? It says
Words.
to save the Acolyte already
Climb
has
them
hundreds
trees.
of signatures from fans.
Hundreds. That's
Well,
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up where they fucked up with this show. They've got to stop wasting episodes trying to build stuff up so much. Look, get off to the go.
Not deliver, dude.
They need to stop being
get
so
going,
fucking
dude.
edgelordy.
That's true too. Stop that shit. The fuck. Look, come on, man. It's supposed to be about Sith and Jedi. Okay, we don't want fucking martial arts. We want lightsaber fights. Fuck martial arts. I don't care.
It's
it's stupid, dude.
Tell the story you need to tell. I think the big mistake from that, I think, kind of made it seem like meaningless. Was like they had like that in the last episode. I'm spoiling shit, but it's been out for a while.
It's been out for a while.
Darth Plagueis in the cave or whatever.
Yes.
And then and then I watched that episode.
Yeah.
I watched a couple episodes here and there, just kind of see. And I watched that one, and like there was even a post-credit scene. They never named them, so I'm like, without naming them, like, don't do it because people don't fucking know. I know because I read the James Luceno Darth Plagueis novel.
Right.
I don't even think it's even canon, and so it's like what, like I have to do all that work to know who the character is, but then like to your super casual fan, like, what does that mean? That means nothing.
It means nothing. Yeah, they're not gonna know who that guy is.
They would know the name from episode 3, I think.
He's some creepy bloke in a cave, peeking around a corner of a cave. You know what he is. You're right. You're absolutely right. They gotta stop doing stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
That character, by the way, is an important character.
Yeah, I think they banked on a second season, which is fucking stupid. Like,
they did. They fucked up.
I don't think anybody's going to agree to me, but I think that the worst thing that happened since they've been trying to turn this whole Star Wars thing around through the TV things is fucking Ray Stevenson dying.
Oh my God, yeah. He was the best part of it. He was the most interesting character outside of Andor, because I think every character on that show is better than Ray Stevenson, only because that's my favorite show, I think, of all time. But he was really good in that, and that character was interesting, and I would have loved to see more. It's a fucking shame that he died. He did a great job.
Yeah. And that actress Shin Hati.
She's bad, dude.
Dude, she is fucking good.
Yeah, she's good.
Like fucking she's in the last season of Discovery too.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Star Trek Discovery. She plays a really interesting character. Like, so I've seen her in both those franchises that I'm a fan of, and I like her.
And she was good. She was good in that, man. And that show Ahsoka was just such a mixed bag. I mean, I do think that it was shot beautifully. I just think that the acting was all over the place. Like, you had strong performances from those two. I think the guy that played Ezra did okay. I think the story was just goofy. I think Thrawn was okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the Night Sisters looked the part, which was a nice thing to see. But yeah, it's such a mix. It's kind of just all over the place. And didn't like
Ahsoka.
Oh
yeah.
Well, Ahsoka's definitely going to have another season. So I mean, that's that's happen. But my and I would say this with Ahsoka, they almost fucked up with Ahsoka a little bit too. What saved Ahsoka for me was they didn't waste 3 episodes without no one pulling a lightsaber out. I'm like, give me a break. Come on. They at least let us know you kind of knew what you were getting into. You figured out what was going on. You know, they gave you and they got the story going. Now, a lot of people didn't like the way some of this shit happened. I get it. But still, they at least told a compelling story to where and also you got to see some shit going on after the Empire fell. There was still Empire loyal motherfuckers in there. You know, it's wild, man. Which I kind of thought was cool.
Like, I don't know how you guys feel, but to be honest with you, I'm only tangentially interested in the Star Wars universe now.
Oh, me too.
Like, if they put a movie out like Mandalorian and Grogu
I won't see it in theaters.
is going to be a Disney Plus watch. I'm not fucking going to theaters to watch that shit.
Yeah, and it's here's like for me, that's a huge change because if it's a Star Wars movie, I'm seeing it at fucking midnight. Not that they do the midnight shit anymore. It's always 9 p.m. or whatever. But like, that's where I would be with it. But just after the last few years are gone, like and it'd have to like get like pique my interest leading up to it. You know, I kind of looking at the whole catalog. I think the only things that I've rewatched just out of my own pleasure has just been Andor. I've watched that show 5 times probably at this point, and I just came to the conclusion that like, oh, so like this thing that I think is really good is now the exception, right? So
I just, in all honesty, I haven't gone back and watched anything that I've already seen, like of the new stuff. What I have done is watch clips. Like I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch like all of Vader New Disney.
Yeah, and that's a series too that was to me all over the place and had really strong like the good stuff was so good, the bad stuff was so bad though. So it's just you know if you can just get something that's just consistent, man, and I think that show that series kind of just the Obi-Wan one kind of just screamed of a movie that was blown out into a 6 or 8 episode.
I think you're right about that, by the way. I think you're right. I think that was meant to be a movie.
Well, I really do also think that these series are being hurt by, and they do it with every series, but like the way that these are structured as small mini series that are supposed to be connected and telling a coherent story, having different directors for every fucking episode, that's a fucking problem.
That is a problem.
Yeah,
because
it's funny because like there's some shows that works. Like I think like Daredevil season 1.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell different episodes had different directors, but it all felt of a piece. Andor did that. They had different directors kind of throughout. It all felt of a piece, but I mean that applies to all kinds. I mean, like,
but like Mandalorian, I think is the most jarring one. Like,
for sure.
Mandalorian
there's a
season 2,
tone, I think, from episode to episode.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It seems that like everybody is just trying to tell what they want to tell and not being in service to the franchise.
Well, yeah. Also, though, too, I feel like I think sometimes it's so important to them to make sure canon all sticks together. Okay, that I think sometimes that can fuck with their ability to tell a good story, because we have to make sure that it meets that it connects somehow to this or that. You know, I'm like, why? I'm so tired of that. Why can't we? We need to get out of our heads. Fuck canon. I'm tired of canon. Or if you want to do, stop those. Get away from the Skywalker era. I'm tired of the Skywalker era. I want to go fucking back in time or forward in time.
And that's why I remember when the Acolyte was announced, I was
right
looking for.
Yeah,
me too.
Because like the way they made it sound.
Yeah.
The way they made it sound when they announced it was like it was gonna be like during like the beginning of the High Republic era,
right?
Not this shit where it's brushing right up against Plagueis and Palpatine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
no, that's not what we wanted.
Nah, not at all. I wanted them to go back further.
Yeah,
than they did, and I'm just.
Like, I just kind of want to. We're hitting up towards 11, so I kind of want to circle wagons here and get things to a manageable level, but also kind of branch out into something else. I'm also feeling the same way that I feel for Star Wars, for Marvel and DC.
Comics, TV, movies,
TV and movies for both of them. Because I am positive for Captain America 4.
Me too. I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that because I feel like those movies, they do that, espionage kind of political
And that this
intrigue
feels
feel.
like that. Yeah, this feels
Yeah.
like that, which I'm glad. Even though there's
And-
the fucking Red Hulk, like this feels like that though.
Yeah, and like the thing is like I thought maybe they would get more to like a more superhero-y feel because it's Sam, but I like that they're kind of like grounding Sam a little more than they did in the comics.
And I think like this movie, if they do that and commit to it, it's gonna feel like a breath of fresh air. I think. It's not
Well,
like maybe the whole world isn't fake. Like I think they need something like that right now.
Possibly. I think also it also depends on too. Do you like him as Captain America? Can you think he pulls it off?
I believe he's a damn good Sam Wilson. Yeah,
right.
And Sam Wilson became Captain America, so like he is a good version of the Sam Wilson Captain America.
Yeah,
now if you're asking me
that.
if I think that Marvel fucked up by making Sam Wilson Captain America in the first place, yes, I do.
Okay. Where would you want to win? Would you want Bucky?
Well, yeah, they put it on Bucky. I mean, Bucky.
Yeah, I think that would have been
Bucky was a good choice.
Yeah.
When he was Cap. But like my thing for Sam is that they put Sam back as the Falcon, and it felt like a demotion.
Yeah. Because he was, that's what you're saying.
It felt like
Yeah.
the identity of the Falcon was diminished because they used Captain America as a crutch, Like, let's be honest. Like the origin of Sam Wilson is he was a pimp who has crawled his way up to be a superhero.
Like those.
It's kind of cool, actually.
So that's an image thing. Should a former pimp have been Captain America?
Right. That's a good point. I mean, yeah. But then I would say America is all about, being able to climb out the gutter and cure and improve yourself.
And that's cool. But if you were going to, I think personally, like I said, it felt like they diminished the identity of Sam being the Falcon, and now they have another character. It's the same guy in the series and who's going to be in the movie. Is the new Falcon, and what is he? He's Captain America's sidekick.
Right.
And so that's what the Falcon is now. He is forever sidelined into a sidekick role because they had a Falcon before that when Sam Wilson was Captain America in the comics, and it was a young one that was in the Champions.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's what I'm saying is, like, if you're going to elevate a character, like, Jane Foster Thor is the best one of these things that they did in my mind.
Mm.
So when you're talking about her, are you talking about like the comic version of it or the
comic version?
And then it's like I only say that because like I think like with the Sam Wilson thing, I think for the mass audience perception, it only matters what happens on screen. Like I think like the MCU origin of him, I think is what people are gonna think about. Yeah. When you said that thing about him, I even forgot about that. Like I haven't thought about that in 10 years probably. Yeah. Like that being his origin.
But like the thing is like Sam Wilson isn't even the most interesting black Captain America.
Yeah, it's Isaiah Bradley.
It's Isaiah, man, that Truth miniseries, holy fuck.
I'd like
even
to,
in
that's
even
where I'd like to see a miniseries. Like
just the couple minutes that he was on screen in Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
He
outshone everything.
Yeah, he's in this movie too. I mean,
yes, and you see him just
that,
fucking jump up and boom, boom, boom.
Like was like really the heart of that series. Like with the shit they did at the end. Like it was a good series, man. I mean, it was not what I would have like necessarily wanted. Like if I had all the means to make a show, but like I think it was tight. It was one story. I think it had a lot of payoff. It had I think decent enough character development.
Russell.
There were a lot of minutes where it looked like TV. Is Russ okay?
I'm all right.
Wake up.
I'm all right. I'm awake. I'm awake.
All right.
Yeah.
But
it was like I said, like looked like TV at times, but that series is good, man. I really enjoyed it.
So like that's a positive for the MCU, and then also way bigger to me. Robert Downey Jr. I think is plus minus.
Yeah.
See, I
Hey, Bot, here's a little thing for you. Thanks for watching, Bot.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, that's where the best viewers are.
I think it depends on how they bring him back into it, man. That's all for me. I like they killed him off. He's dead. Okay, but with the multiverse, I know you can do whatever you want now. We can bring dead people back. I get it, but like, if he comes back and just plays Tony Stark again, like nothing ever happened, I don't think
he's Doom.
Yeah, he's gonna be Doom, right? Okay, that's cool. I mean, at least it's something different, you know. It's wild, but you know, but
there's comic precedent for it, like
right. I remember you telling me about that. That's
like,
yeah.
You know, the Demon in the Armor story. There's different like, body switch stuff. Doom was infamous Iron Man.
Yeah,
you know, shit like that. But like I said, like I think there's like I said at this point, like because it's almost like him coming back, like to do Iron Man the first time.
Yeah,
you know it's this unknown thing because of him being Doom. So
True.
like I said, I think that's like plus minus. But the big plus to me is the Russo brothers.
Yeah, yeah.
They showed us they know what to do with a goddamn superhero movie.
Yeah,
they've
pretty
done
good
movies to kind of like no real attention. Like, in fact, this is just like their secret sauce. Like, this is like the one place where they shine. It seems to be is these Avengers and Captain America movies, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So like, I am positive about Marvel, but they are on a short like the MCU. But they are on a short fucking stick with me.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's
because I really haven't enjoyed shit they put out.
Dude, yeah, well, when you said that thing about Star Wars, man, I was kind of thinking back to like 2019, 2018, anytime prior to that, there's always something coming out that I was excited about and looking forward to, like seeing theaters or something like that. But like now, like if you're like gun to my head, what movie are you excited about?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, wow, I'm not sure.
You know, like
yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if there is one that
for me, it'd be like the next Robert Pattinson Batman movie. Like I'm excited for that, and that's
I'm kind of excited for the Joker too.
I think this fucking Crow movie is gonna be a sleeper.
You really think so?
I really do. I like fucking Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, he's a good actor, man. He's really good. I mean, I mean, you know, I liked the for the first Crow movie. Yeah, it was good. It was a good movie. You know, this looks like it's going to be kind of like modernized a bit, which I kind of think is cool. I don't mind a modernization of a like a modernized remake of a movie as long as it's, you know, just make it entertaining, just make it more enjoyable, entertaining. I'm okay with it. You know? That's all I want. Yeah. Let's try not to get the star killed.
I'm gonna be wrong. You know, it's going to be horrible, but
I don't know.
Trying to be positive.
Probably, but it's, you know, the hardest thing about making any kind of superhero movie, I think, is because you have a ravenous fan base that's gonna hold you responsible for shit you fuck up.
Yeah,
that's why it's just so hard, you know. And you can't fuck up.
Yeah, because like the other side of the coin on the Marvel thing is the whole Fantastic Four,
right?
That I'm kind of excited about that too, and it's like kind of like similar to
I fucking hate you.
Like it's like
I'm kidding, but I'm kidding, but like
it's I think to me it's separated in time enough to where it can be like it just kind of exists on its own, and
Mm.
you know what it has me kind of thinking of, like that Chris Samney, was that Mark Wade
Yeah.
did that with him in the like 2012, 2013.
Mhm.
And it was fun. Like it was like it was a good run. Like that's like those are the vibes I'm getting from
Yeah.
from this. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Like I don't think they've said anything story wise or what they're drawing inspiration from. I could just be making all of that up, but those are the feelings I'm getting. I think
They're
it's more
going
Chris
with a
Samney's
shallow
art.
ball fucking Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
that's my major gripe. I
Mm.
mean, that character has been seen on screen and was kind of reviled, even though it was a good performance in a bad movie. You know, fucking Rise of the Silver Surfer, Lawrence Fishburne and Doug Jones acted their asses off.
Yeah.
And still probably couldn't save it. It was a crappy ass
They
fucking
could-
character. What can you do?
Fuck you.
Sorry, the shit show.
But like, I can't do the mental gymnastics to make Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards work for me.
Come on, man. Brings out Latino heat, man. Come on.
Holy shit! Pedro Pascal in the Eddie Guerrero biopic. Book it.
Badass, dude. Hell yeah, man.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he would totally kill that. He'd be good at that. Yeah, man. Reed Richards could be the coolest Reed Richards you ever seen. He'd be like, Viva la Raza! Come in, baby!
So, like, that dude from The Bear is going to be the Human Torch, Sam. And you watched The Bear.
Evan Moss Backrack. He was in Andor too. He's a good actor. He's a good character actor.
Oh, so I mean, shit. That's going to be great, man. I'm actually looking forward to this new Fantastic Four.
It's...
I want to see something go, man. Shit,
I don't know why. Like there's the Avengers, the X-Men, Justice League. You know I like the Justice Society too, but like the Fantastic Four is like that's my comic.
Yeah, and that's one of those weird like personal things where it's like
yeah,
and I'm like that with Batman where I'm like don't fuck this up, don't.
Oh yeah.
Anything don't. It's why I'm not a fan of those Joker movies, right? Like I appreciate the things they do well, but it's like this is just like like because it's so near and dear to me, man. I just have a hard time.
Exactly, Scott.
It's tough when you have one.
Multiverse cheapens the death of any character. There are no stakes.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, that's true though. That's a big part of it. Like, no one stays dead, man. Like, what the fuck? What the hell is the big deal? Are we supposed to be afraid of their demise if they never have a demise?
You know. Okay, so we're gonna get the next movies in the Avengers franchise are Doomsday and wait, not Doomsday. What is the first one?
Is it Secret Wars?
Okay, the first one is Doomsday, and then the second
and then
one
Secret
is
Wars.
Secret War. Like, do you bring Thanos back and kind of do him a little like comic justice?
I don't know. I think you just need to cut run and stop reaching back into the well, dude. People are so sick of that shit.
But like, oh god, like again, stoned. But this comment from Scott got me. The multiverse cheapens the death of any character.
What time is it in Seoul, man?
So like, what my premise would be like, so we have all this multiverse shit, right? Thanos is dead, but that never lasts. Like, death kicks him out.
Right.
So what if we get fucking the real Infinity Gauntlet story after this with Thanos fucking snapping again, and this time it's the fucking multiverses?
Oh Christ.
That'd be cool, but I think if they were gonna do that, they would need to be like almost like a prologue to the movie.
Like what you do is you do the fucking Thanos quest. Do you remember the Thanos quest like 2-issue miniseries?
No, I don't.
What it
don't.
was it was just a 2-issue like premium format limited, where Thanos went and got the Infinity Gems. Well, what you do is you set this shit up in the post-credit scenes, and it's that. You got fucking you got Thanos. First post-credit scene is Thanos fucking coming out, being kicked out of fucking the realm of death by death. Go fucking do what you were supposed to do in the first place.
Yeah.
Then the next one's to build. You have whatever you have planned, going forward. Then each fucking post-credit scene is Thanos fucking murking somebody and taking a gem.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Or like the other thing is, I mean, let's be honest. Secret Wars is over a decade old now at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Okay, so
Secret Wars. Yeah, the second Secret Wars is.
that's
it's weird, isn't it? That's weird.
That one. Hey, that one was really good.
so like that's what I'm saying is like, do you have Thanos for that moment?
I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna draw heavily on that. I think it's recent. Doom's the main guy. Like it all makes sense and kind of rolls into it. I think the MCU's always been pretty quick to pull from more recent stuff, whether it's Ultimate Universe stuff, and that kind of works with bringing it all in together.
But like the weird thing is the Russo brothers have been doing lots of interviews where they talk about their love for the first Secret War with Battle World and all that.
Yeah, and I think there's ways to pay homage to that. I think you could do some interesting things with Spider-Man for sure. In this new one, and kind of move his story forward a little bit by leaps and bounds.
You think they're going to do a live action Miles Morales?
I think it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Because those Spider-Verse movies are so fucking good.
Yo, after the show, because we're going to end in a few minutes, stay on. I want to show you this fucking video. But they fucked up. Donald Glover's aged out.
Yeah.
And that was
for sure, yeah.
And
True.
that was your
Someone else
Miles
floating
Morales.
around out there.
And then the video I'll show you after the show is Hakeem, the kid that played Hakeem Jeffries from fucking what was that show on Fox with Terrence Howard and Taraji?
Power? No.
It's
Empire.
Empire, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So that kid from Empire was the other one name that was floating around. But yeah, like Sam said, Russ, Miles Morales on the big screen as a actor, driven character is just a matter of time.
I mean, I was just wondering because
I think they may wait until these Spider-Verse movies are done, so they're not bumping up on top of each other. But I think there's one more left, and I don't think that's coming out until at least next year. But those movies, like I said, they're strong as fuck. Like really good movies, man. Super fun. Kids love them. I love it. Like as an adult, I love those movies. They're really good.
Definitely. I mean, it's.
And I'll say I'm not excited about shit anymore. I'm excited about the next one of those movies. I'm gonna see that shit in theaters, man. I'll be there with my kids.
Yeah. We'll be excited soon. There will be something. Oh God, I'm exhausted, and
me too.
So
you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, it's 11:15.
All right.
As we say every week, peace, love, and hair grease. We're out in a few minutes. I will have a link for an unbroadcasted in the chats. So
okay.
I gotta go piss and get.
That's what I gotta go do. Is gotta go pee.
Shit.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
All right.
Love y'all.
Later, guys.
See you.